Alrighty, good morning. Welcome to yoga, and very glad you're joining today. This is the second week in August, and if you recall, last week we started with the toes. So August is Toes to the Nose Month. One way to get us to focus, starting at the toes, moving up the body. And so this week, we're going to talk about the hips and focus and explore the range of motion in hips. So glad you're here. And hope everyone's doing okay. Let's see. This week, our shout out, I have chosen angels, and I'll tell you why. I'm a big fan and a believer, and angels have saved my Fanny many times, and I don't know, just recently I've had to rely, and there was a meteor shower this past week, and I just believe that angels show up in our lives. And so if you're not a fan, maybe you'll look into it. But angels, I believe, show up in many different forms. So stay open and curious, and maybe an angel will show up in your life. And the interesting thing is, in the Hebrew language, angels means spirit, which is the same as wind and breath. And in yoga, breath is so important. And today I'm going to shock you guys. We're going to do a different warm-up. So glad you're sitting down, because we're going to do things a little differently today. Focus on the breath as we open the hips. So very excited to try something new. Little housekeeping. Grab a pillow, a cushion, maybe even a blanket to sit on. We will be on our knees for a couple of poses, so having a blanket handy to place under your knees is really helpful. And I did actually hear back, so I do know there's people on the other side of this. I did hear back and a few suggestions, and so I will be incorporating those into the practice, and September is going to be a beginner's month. So we're going to really focus, because a few really asked me if I would go back to basics. So for those that are tuning in, the basics are a cushion, pillow, blanket, a block. If you can't reach the floor, yes, I heard you, bring the floor to you. You can accomplish that with a block. If you don't have a block, a stack of nice large coffee table books is always very nice. That can of Big Tomatoes, I'm going to get one of those and bring it just to show you what I'm talking about. And of course, a strap. If you don't have a strap, a long rope, a belt. We'll see if we'll be doing anything with the belt or strap. Never quite sure what I've got up my sleeve. So we're going to start on our backs today. So you can remove your cushion. And for this, I do encourage you, you might even want to grab your block or blocks. But we are going to, and I'm going to have my timer, so we're going to put it on for 3 minutes and practice the breath. But we're going to sit with lie down with either your pillow right at the base of your gluteus maximus, and with your knees open. So you want it open. We're going to begin to open the hips. If your hips are very open, you can place your pillow up top and just slide down and allow your knees to open. If you want to,
this is, you know, this is gonna be up to everyone to figure out what's comfortable. For some, you may need something on the side, you know, to rest your leg. You're still gonna feel the hip opening. Okay, so wherever you are, you know, sometimes just having it underneath is just enough.
I'm gonna sit up, don't you, and guide you through this. So, everyone, if you would, please lie on your back with your knees open and allowing gravity now to pull down. We're going to begin to connect with the breath. And I invite you to place both palms, one on your heart and belly, and begin the inhale. Feeling your belly rise on the inhale, and then exhale. And the name of the game in breathing is slowing everything down. Begin to feel the breath fill up and then let go. I'm going to read you a few interesting facts. But as I'm reading, I would like you to, I forgot to do the turner. 3 minutes. I would like you to inhale to the count of 5 if you can. 4 if 5. But you're breathing in and out through your nose with your lips together, filling up. Just settle in. We're here for 3 minutes. Feel that rise and fall of the belly. There's a new book out called Breath. It's a New York Times bestseller. Fascinating stuff. The most important thing we can do for our health is become aware of the breath and slow it down. As human beings, we breathe way too fast. A lot of us breathe through our mouths. But here in yoga, the attention is now on slowing down the breath to the count of 5. On the inhale, maybe hold it, and then exhale to the count of 5. And in this book, I learned that our body is a collection of tubes, allowing blood, oxygen to move through. And those tubes are 1,500 miles. If you were to lay them all out, 1,500 miles, New York City to Key West. That's how long all the tubes in our body are. And the tubes connect everything: circulation, heart, nervous system. The importance of slowing the breath down, to focus, to imagine the movement of all that is traveling within our body to keep us healthy. And by slowing the breath down, the mind begins to quiet. Breathing in and out through your nose. Feeling the breath fill up and letting go. This sort of practice you can do anywhere, anytime. No one even knows when you're standing online at Starbucks with your feet rooted down, extending through the crown of your head. If you were to close your eyes and just breathe for minutes at a time. They say it takes 5.5 breaths, each inhale and exhale to the count of 5 to fill a minute. And just a couple of minutes doing this, you receive the benefits of meditation, calming the nervous system, increasing your circulation, sending blood to the brain, oxygen to the brain. The benefits are incredible. So as you take 2 more deep breaths here, open your eyes and remove the pillow or the blocks wherever you are, and straighten your right leg, taking your left leg up and dropping your left knee over. We're going to begin our warm-up, twisting and moving the body in all directions, extending your left arm out to the side, gazing to the right, keeping both shoulders on the mat, breathing here. On your next inhale, using your core, bringing your left leg up, exhale, left leg comes down. Inhale, breath and movement. Exhale, dropping your right leg over to the left side, gazing down your right arm. Knee and gaze in opposite direction, keeping both shoulders on the mat. Breathe. A nice early twist. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. Bring both knees together, dropping them to the right or left. Roll to your side, press yourself up, and come to a seated pose. And here, I now invite you to bring your soles of your feet together and maybe take your peace fingers and grab a hold of your toes and just walk your heels a little closer in. You may be able to move them as this. I'm going to turn we're going to hold this again for 3 minutes. We're very slowly opening the hips. So with your yogi toe lock, inhale, roll your shoulders up and back. And now pull your chest forward. Bend your elbows close to your inner thighs and breathe. We're going to hold this for a moment just to straighten the spine, extend through the crown of the head. On your next exhale, begin to walk your hands, release. So you're at the farthest point you can be, release. Maybe I like to tuck my elbows into my shin and grab a hold of my feet. So you're allowing your knees to splay open to the side, and now drop your head down. A little bit of a deeper opening of your hips, and breathe. Feel you're tucking your chin into your chest. It's a very slow, this is a different sort of warm up and moving the body. So tuck your chin to your chest. Each exhale is going to allow your spine to open more in the back. So don't think that this is a stationary pose, that you're not doing anything. With your breath, consciously pulling in. On your exhale, you're pulling down. Inhale, push your elbows into your shins so that you're extending through the crown of your head on the inhale, and then exhale, chin to chest a little further. One more inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, release. Placing your feet now hip width distance, your fingers, I'm going to come to the side so you can see, fingers behind. We're going to do a reverse table. Warm up a little bit. On your next inhale, press up. We're just going to press up on this one. Breathe, really feel, holding this here. Don't drop your head all the way back. You want to keep your neck muscles engaged. Looking up or close your eyes. Feel your belly rise on the inhale and the exhale. On your next exhale, come down, release, hold on to your knees. We're going to do that again and then move through little Pratapana. We're going to stoke the fire. So on your next inhale, and now exhale, scoot your back through, keeping your bottom off the mat. On the inhale, press up, breathe in deep. Exhale, come through. One more. Inhale, press up. Exhale, come through. Drop your bottom down, flex your feet. And now I'm going to invite you to move your feet out to the side. So a wide angle stretch. All right, I know it ain't pretty, folks, but let's get beyond that. Okay, so as wide an angle stretch as you can. Take your hands, place them on the inside of your knees, and now roll your shoulders back. Flex your feet. Just feel that initially where you are and breathe. Extend your sits bones like they were your feet into the mat. Extend through the crown of your head and breathe here. I know it doesn't feel like much that you're doing, but if you're pressing your sits bones into the mat, your shoulders are rolled back, you're extending through the crown of your head, your core is engaged, kneecaps pulled up. Breathe. On your next exhale, bend your knees and begin to bow forward. Walk your hands out. For some of you, you may want to just take your cushion, your block, wherever you are. If you can't reach the floor, bring the floor to you. With your feet still flexed. Got my T here. I'll move that. There you go. So flex your feet as far in. You're going to feel the pull on the back of your legs. We're very slowly. The hips and our leg muscles are so big. If we want to open them, we have to do it slowly. So on your next exhale, begin to bend forward. For some of you, you can do one potato, two potato, and rest your forehead on. Or for some of you, you may want to walk your hands out and then just drop down. And breathe. Really slow down the breath. Feel where you are and be where you are. And breathe. The breath, this book I'm reading is just incredible. The importance of the breath and breathing slowly. If there's anything you take from yoga, please take the importance of the breath, being mindful, feeling the breath moving in and out of your body. And slowly, think of it like a flashlight. Okay, do your legs feel like they're going to pop? Yeah, mine do. So let's walk hands back and bring your legs together And now just shake your knees. And while we're here, it's just too much fun not to. Point your feet, press your hands down, and let's just pop up into a reverse plank. So, press in, engage your neck so you're not dropping your head back. We'll have plenty of time to do that, but really feel, engage your thighs, pull your kneecaps up, really feel where you are. On your next exhale. Nice, right? Okay, bend your knees, roll over into our much loved table pose. Knees under hips, tops of your feet, palms under shoulders, hip width distance. On your next inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, move with your breath. Motion is lotion, right? Do 2 more. Riding your beautiful breath on each movement, feeling it move. Okay, coming to a neutral spine here. This is where we're going to begin to warm up now. We've stretched out the hips a little bit, and now we're going to give them a little heat. So, with your breath, each breath and each motion, we're going to do it slowly. So, inhale, knee comes out to the side. Exhale, knee comes down. Inhale, knee comes out to the side. Exhale, one more time. Inhale, knee comes out to the side, left knee. Exhale. All right, inhale, knee comes out to the side. Exhale, knee, leg goes straight. Inhale, knee comes up. Exhale, knee comes down. Don't worry, you're gonna do it 4 more times to get really good at it. All right, inhale, knee, left knee bent. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bent knee. Exhale, straighten leg. Inhale, bend knee. Exhale, bring knee. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale out to the side. Inhale, exhale. Breath and movement. Let's warm up the right side. Inhale, out to the side. Maybe you notice a difference from one side to the other. That's great. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale. All right, now the fun part, 5 of them. Take a deep inhale and exhale, neutral breath here. On your next inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is a tough movement because we don't do this a lot. Inhale, 2 more, folks. Inhale, exhale out to the side. Last one. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Awesome. Take a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, sweep up your left arm, look up, reach up. Exhale, dive your left arm, left ear, shoulder to the mat. If you like, extend your right leg. This may be where your pose is. If you want to take it further, sweep up your right arm. Maybe grab a hold of your left thigh, opening your right shoulder, keeping your right leg pointed, and breathe. On your next exhale, placing your right palm, bring your left back to meet your right. Take a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, sweep up your left arm. Exhale, breath and movement. Ride your breath. Rolling onto your right shoulder, extending your left knee, left foot. Again, this is where you are, be where you are. You want to take it a little further. Inhale as your left arm comes up, and really just be mindful of each movement that a breath is attached to it. Nice, slow, mindful breaths. That's what we want. And breathe. On your next exhale, placing your palm down on meeting both. And on your next inhale, rolling over your toes, coming up. Just let's hold this for a moment. Engage your core. Next week, we're doing core. I know you're so excited, but you can wait till next week. All right, holding it here, but engage your core. On your next exhale, push all the way up. Press back. And now, once you've pressed back, now come up on your toes. Bring your chin to your chest. Shake your head yes and no. No tension in your neck. Pressing in. Make sure that your thumbs are facing each other too, and all your digits in your hands are spread so that the weight is not being borne of your wrists, that your palms are holding you. On your tippy toes, on your next exhale, come on down. On your next inhale, bring your left leg up, hip height. On your next exhale, stack your hips, bend your left knee, gaze under. Maybe you can see your foot, but if not, now we're doing a nice hip opener here. Breathe, breathe into the space that you have created. On your next exhale, bringing your left foot down, take a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, bring your right leg up, hip height. Exhale, stack your hips, bend your right knee, gaze under your left shoulder, opening your right hip, and breathe. Send the breath, send that prana, that divine energy into the opening you've created. Mindfully open. Now send your breath there. On your next exhale, bring your right leg down. Step, walk, or float your feet. Hip width distance. Take your fists between your feet with a slight bend. You don't want to hyperventilate in the back of your knees. And so just hang over. Shake your head yes and no. I gotta get a rubber band. Okay, breathe. Okay, and we're gonna come up to stand very slowly. Place your feet, your hands on your hips, and very slowly come on up to stand. I'm gonna step back. A little warm here in the studio. Okay. How's everyone doing? We're into Dasana, mountain pose. So last week we worked on our toes, and I hope all of you were on your tippy toes brushing your teeth this week. Good job. Yeah, I know you all were. I could feel it. I brush my teeth almost every night on my tippy toes, or one, and you hold, listen, you're by yourself in your bathroom, have fun, right? So, where was I? Mountain pose. Ground all four corners, and you can do that by raising your toes up. So you'll feel the bones on all four sides of your foot. Place your toes down, draw your kneecaps up, engage your thighs. Tailbone slightly tucked. We never want to have, what do they call that, duck butt? Mall butt, I've also heard. So just a slight inhale, pulling your pelvic floor up. Slight tuck in your tailbone. Feet together, knees touching, thighs engaged, riding your breath on the inhale. So important to be aligned. We don't need to rush into poses. We need to be aligned. So now, from the waist up, we're reaching up to the ceiling. The waist down, like the trunk of a tree. These are the roots, reaching down into the earth with all four corners of your feet pressed into the mat. Inhale as you extend up. Exhale, float down to the left side. Turn your gaze up. Where your eyes go, your body follows. Reach out through your fingertips. Feel the tremendous stretch on the right side of the body. Your kneecaps are engaged, pulled up, thighs are engaged, tailbone tucked in, protecting the lower back. Each exhale may have you floating a little bit further down. Breathe. Breathe into this opening of the intercostal muscles, rib cage on the right side. One more inhale and exhale. And now on your next inhale, come back up to center. Take an exhale, slow. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, floating down to the right side, gazing up to the left, feeling maybe a difference of one side to the other. Can you be where you are without judging? Swami Kripalu, as you've heard me say, he thinks that the highest spiritual practice is self-observation without judgment. Can you be where you are without judging it, without saying, this is hard, this isn't my good side? Just be. On your next inhale, come back to center. Kneecaps still pulled up. Now this is where you get to drop your head. So inhale, dropping your head. No tension in your neck. Feet rooting into the earth. Pointer finger like a magic marker on the ceiling that's going to draw a straight line. So inhale, reach up as you press your thighs forward. Reaching back, drawing a straight line on the ceiling. Breathe. Sips of air. Inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, come up to center. Exhale, allow your arms to float down as you slowly bow to the earth. Inhale to a flat back. If I wanted, I could put a tray on your back. Core is engaged, thighs are engaged, kneecaps pulled up. Exhale, bow all the way down. We're going to do one more flat back. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, bow all the way down. Holding it here. Shake your head yes and no. And on your next inhale, putting your hands on your hips and very slowly ride your inhale all the way up to stand. Scan your body. See how you feel. We've moved slowly today, but deeply. Rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. Putting the weight on your right foot. Inhale, bring your left foot up. Rooting into your right. So first we're going to build this pose and opening our hip, but breathe here, find your balance. Maybe flex and point because we will be moving the left leg. On your next exhale, drop your left leg down. Opposite side. Inhale, right leg comes up, knee, hip height, whoops. And if you fall out, we know we can always start over again. That's the beauty of life, isn't it? We can start over. We can start our day. It doesn't have to be started at 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, whenever you awake. You can start your day off all day long. Okay, on your next exhale, dropping your right leg. Inhale, left leg comes up. If it's possible, and maybe for some of you, grabbing a hold of a windowsill, wherever you are, might be helpful to just steady yourself. But grabbing a hold of your yogi toe, finding your balance. On your next exhale, extending your left leg out. Right hand on your hip, extending through the crown of your head. Don't be leaning forward. You want to straighten, rooting down through your right leg, extending through the crown of your head, and breathe. Find the balance. If you've fallen out, no worries, get back in. One more inhale and exhale. And on your next exhale, drawing your left knee in. On the exhale, coming back. Take a neutral breath here. We'll go on the opposite side. Rooting into your left foot. As you inhale, bring your right. Exhale, grab a hold of your toe. Inhale, extend right foot out. Rolling your shoulders back, extending through the crown of the head. And breathe here. Find the balance on this side of your body. The stillness. The stacking of the bones. Allowing the breath to move effortlessly. On your next exhale, bend your right knee in and come back to stand. We're going to take it one step further, moving out to the side. Inhale, roll your shoulders up and back. Take an exhale. On your next inhale, bring your left knee up. Exhale, out. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, right arm goes out. Find this balance. Find a drishti. So a drishti is that point of focus, that small speck. Maybe it's in the wood. Whoops. So if you fall out, we're going to hold it just for a couple more breaths. So it could be a knot in your pine or a dust bunny under the couch that you just noticed. Whatever it is, draw all your attention there. One more inhale. On your next exhale, come to center. Inhale, come down. Really good, guys. I saw you all doing it perfectly. Awesome. Okay, inhale, roll your shoulders up and back. Root down into your left foot. Inhale, grab a hold of your right toes. Exhale, extend. Inhale, right foot out to the side. Exhale, left arm. And breathe. Once again, find that drishti. Feel the rooting into your left foot, the extension through the crown of your head. Engage your core, pulling up your kneecap and your thigh on your left leg. Really rooted down, strong, balanced. Wouldn't it be great to go through life strong and balanced, slowly, mindfully, with our breath? One more inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, and then inhale, come down. Very nice. Okay. On your next inhale, let's just take a breath here. I know, am I moving too fast? We've got a lot more to do, folks, so I want to get in pigeon, which is just such a lovely pose at the very end before we go into Shavasana. So, got a couple of good hip openers. Okay, so on your next inhale, coming into Utkatasana, awkward chair. And I know you all love this pose. So once again, your knees are together, ankles together, and you're sitting down like there's a chair there and someone's just pulled the chair out. And what I'm going to ask you to do is bring your hands behind you, interlace this time. And just find that and sit down. Okay? Engage your core,
staring straight ahead. On your next exhale, release and drop your head. We're going to do that a couple more times and build on that, okay? On your next inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, bringing your hands together in prayer. Inhale, right elbow to the outside of left knee. Inhale, gaze up. This is a nice twist. The hips are being twisted and we're seated down, strengthening the legs, gaze up, breathe. On your next inhale, release. Exhale, bring your hands together in prayer. Inhale, left elbow to the outside of right thigh. Inhale, gaze up. Now I know your thighs are talking to you and they're saying how much they love this pose, but we're not going to stay in it too much longer. I know that's going to be disappointing. Breathe. On your next inhale, bring your arms up. One more inhale, and then exhale, bow down. Shake your knees out. Maybe come up onto your toes. Okay, and our peak pose for that is going to be eagle. So on your next inhale, come on up. Bring your hands together, bring your right arm under your, left arm under your right. I'm sorry, so let's start. Let's stand up. I messed up. I should have given you guys a little more. Okay, so on your next inhale, come on down to a seated pose. Bring your left leg up and over, keeping your arms out. If you can, bring your foot behind your right ankle, do so. But just find that it may just come out to the side of your right leg and just find that seat. This is a peak hip opener. On your next inhale, take your left arm under your right. Bring your hands together in prayer. And now sit down. We'll just hold this for a few breaths and breathe. Slowly. It's not an easy pose, and wherever you are, you know, we just build to wherever. This is the complete pose. On your next inhale, release both hands out to the side. Exhale, come on up to stand. Scan your body, take a breath here. On your next inhale, come on back down to Utkatasana. Take your right knee up and over. Maybe your foot just stays out to the side, and that's fine. If it can, come behind. Sit down as low as you can go. Find that seat. On your next inhale, take your right arm under your left and bring your hands together in prayer. Focus, Elise. Okay, thank you. Have a seat and breathe. Find your breath. You're opening your shoulders and your hips in a way that isn't all that easy, but you're sending the breath to that opening, and that's a beautiful thing. So on your next inhale, unwind your arms and your legs. Close your eyes and scan your body. Let your breath take you. And breathe. On your next inhale, let's bring our feet hip width distance. Taking your toes, I'll move out here, out to the side. You know, maybe your foot's half on, half off on the side. On your next exhale, squat down. Come on down. Taking your hands together in prayer, taking your elbows to the inside.
And our hips, the inside of our thighs should feel pretty good because we have really opened them. And let's just hold this. And I'm going to invite anyone who would like to come up on to your toes here. And last week we did a lot of work on the toes. And this is another nice pose. You can always advance your pose or challenge yourself when you're standing or in anything by just coming up onto the toes. And you open the arches, you give yourself a really nice opportunity to stretch out a part of the foot that, you know how I feel about feet. The poor things are so neglected and they do so much for us. So anyhow, pay attention to your feet. Come up onto your toes every now and again. Okay, have I distracted you enough? Do you want to come down? Okay, so on your next exhale, bring your heels down, taking your left hand to the outside. On your next inhale, sweep up your right. Breathe here. On your next exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, sweeping up your left arm, placing your right palm on the mat. A nice deeper stretch. On your next exhale.
What is your mother's first and last
Oh
name?
my gosh, I don't know. Why did that happen? Okay, how about that? These devices of ours. What I was going to say now, for some of you, Bakasana. We haven't ever done Bakasana, I don't think. But while we're here, why not? So placing your palms down and just rock up. For some of you, just coming up onto your toes, dropping your chin to your chest. And then for others, you may want to just come onto a balance. Lifting your feet off the mat, head coming down, and breathe. On your next exhale, bringing your toes down. On your next inhale, coming back up all the way. Fingertips come up, riding the inhale, and then exhale, coming back down. Scan. What I would like to do is go from Bakasana to headstand, but I think we're going to do a separate class on headstand. I'm very nervous about that, teaching that. Okay, so we're going to do a sun salutation into pigeon. So make sure that your pillow or your blanket are close by. Okay, so I'm going to do it on this. No, I guess I'll do it this way. Okay, so on your next inhale, ride the breath all the way up on the inhale. Exhale, float, bow to the earth. Coming up to a flat back. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale all the way down to the side. Inhale, walk back to downward dog. On your next inhale, raise your left leg up. Inhale, come up on your right toes. Exhale, open your hip, gaze under your right shoulder. Breathe. On your next exhale, with your knee bent, bring your left knee up in front. With your hands to the side. So your left bent knee is up in front. Your hands come out to the side, shoulders up, back, and down. And this may be where you like to stay. And that's absolutely fine. If you want, what I don't want you to do is bring your shoulders first. I'd like you to hinge at the hips. So your shoulders are coming back as you come forward. You're going to feel it in the left side of your gluteus maximus. It's just such a good name. So you're really going to feel it. And now, gravity, a very good friend of ours, is going to do the rest. So you can come down onto your elbows. You can do the 1 potato, 2 potato. You can take your block. You guys, whatever it is that you feel most comfortable in. But we're going to rest here for a couple of minutes. So breathe.
Allow gravity to take hold. Slowly. Don't forget that count of 5 in your breath. So take your inhales to the count of 5. Hold it and then exhale to the count of 5. Find that slow, smooth, beautiful cadence and ride your breath. Three more Ujjayi breaths. So we know the Ujjayi breath is when you contract the back of your throat and it becomes audible. Can you hear your breath? Now begin to walk your hands back. And now taking your right leg up and in front, taking your left arm and grabbing a hold of your right knee and pulling your right knee as you really sit up straight, feeling that nice stretch in the outside of your right cheek. And now inhale as you extend up, and now exhale, gazing over your right shoulder. Beautiful, nice twist here. On your next exhale, walk both of your hands to the outside of your left hip. And what I'd like you to do is just unwind, just slowly, everything's slow today, and come into a straddle. So you're gonna come into a straddle facing the side. I'm gonna come facing forward. And here, let's once again placing hands on your hip. Allow your shoulders to drop. Just feel that, why not, right? And with your knees, I'd like your toes to just point a little bit in. Sorry, you can't see my toes, but have your knees point just a wee bit in. With a flat back, on your next exhale, drop your right palm. You may want your block or wherever you are, bring the floor to you. If you can, come up, tent your fingers, but on your next inhale, raise your left arm up and feel that really nice. We've worked hard. Our body is opened up. Our hips have seen the light of day. On your next exhale, floating your left hand down. On your next inhale, raise your right arm up, pressing into your left palm, fingertips, wherever you are, and breathe. Feeling the nice stretch on the inside of your thighs too, right? On your next exhale, walk your hand. So your right hand is gonna grab a hold of the outside of your left foot. On your next inhale, press your palm into your foot. Feel your foot there. And then inhale, a little bit of a further stretch in the back of your inside of your legs. I don't know what those muscles are, folks. On your next exhale, floating your left hand down as you walk over, taking your left hand, cupping the outside of your right foot, and then pressing the palm into the foot. Inhale, stretch up, reach up with your right fingertips. Okay, now just float your right foot down, pivot. So now we're gonna come back into downward dog. How clever are you? Okay, so here in downward dog, press into your palms. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up, hip height. Exhale, open your hip, gaze under, feel that delicious stretch in your right hip. On your next exhale, with your right knee bent, scooch your left leg back a wee bit. And this is where you may want to put, on this side, I need a cushion under my right hip. And so once again, we're going to want to have a straight spine, shoulders are back. We don't want to be hunched forward. We want to hinge at the hips, leading with the chest and the forehead, not the shoulders. Breathe here. On your next exhale with your elbows bent as you come forward. And no, you may want to just stay here. Maybe you want to walk all the way down with your arms stretched out. Maybe you want to do the 1 potato, 2 potato. It's your practice, folks. I'm just the voice leading you. Your bodies are your teachers. That's what I was taught. So listen, and I mean it, really listen to your body. You take it as far or not so far. The most important thing is the breath. We're just opening the body to send the breath there. It doesn't matter how deep you get. It just matters sending the breath to wherever you are and being there. So breathe. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. I don't know why, but I really do love this pose. My knee doesn't sometimes feel all that great, but my hip enjoys it. Let's do 2 more deep Ujjayi breaths here. On your next inhale, walking your hands back. If you've got a cushion, remove your cushion, coming to a seated, bringing your left leg over your right knee, grabbing a hold of your right knee with your left knee with your right elbow. Remember, I'm mirroring you, so it's quite a challenge for this brain. Left arm behind, inhale, extend through the crown. Exhale, twist and breathe. On your next inhale, unwind wherever you are. Grab a hold of your knees. We're going to rock and roll and go into Shavasana. Nice spine massage. We're not going to do any core because we're going to do that next week. Okay, we'll just do a little. So when you come up here, rest on your rest on your sit bones and grab a hold of the back, shoulders up, back and down. Just 3 breaths here, or extend. Deep Ujjayi breath. Inhale to 5. Exhale to the count of 5. Inhale to the count of 5. Exhale to the count of 5. Inhale to the count of 5. Exhale to the count of 5. On your next exhale, very slowly come back into Shavasana.
I've gone a little over. Apologies. We just won't do as long as Shavasana. Return to that nice slow breath. Scan your body. Try not to judge it. Be with it. Each exhale, having you feel a little heavier on your mat. And I found something from Helen Keller. Talk about angels. Talk about people who teach us. And Helen Keller says, everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence. And I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. I mean, wow. And so wiggling your toes and moving in such a way, slowly, mindfully, in the quiet of the place that resides within, knowing that we can access that place with our breath anytime, anywhere. We carry it with us. And so coming back to a comfortable seated pose, we will close out our time together in the same manner in which we started. Coming to a comfortable seated pose with your shoulders up, back, and down, extending through the crown of your head, rooting into your sits bones. Inhale, riding your breath to the count of 5. Exhale with your hands together in prayer, landing in heart center. The divine in me bows with such joy and gratitude to the divine in each of you for allowing me, trusting me to guide you through this sacred practice. Namaste. God bless. Travel well with your angels, and I will see you next week for core. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you then.